Story time. I want to tell you about, well, truthfully, it's a former client. For privacy's sakes, let's call him Joe. So when Joe first signed up for services with us, he just purchased a business. Like super excited, just purchased a business. He did all of that before we even met. So now I'm going through his profit plan, like where should we be allocating dollars? How are we bringing in revenue, right? Plan for profit, don't hope for it. And I noticed he wanted to put all this money towards different like high-end, and truthfully some not even high-end software like Dubsado, some streaming service, all these subscriptions. And I said, hold a minute, Joe. Why are we signing up for all these services? He's like, well, I already did. And I go, but you don't even have customers yet, because he's a business to consumer type of client. And he goes, but I will. And when I do, I need it to like go fast and streamline and look like your business looks very professional. I was like, well, thank you. Like, we do try. But then I said, hold a minute. Like, let's rewind. You don't need those services today. So we are allocating money, and truthfully, you've already spent money on services you don't need. You will not be using this high-end streaming service yet. You will not be sending out contracts in Dubsado to your customers yet. And in fact, it might be a few months down the road before that's a thing. So why don't we get the services, get those extras when you need it? And the truth is, I get it. We all fall victim to some really good marketing of you need this in your business. We've all heard it, whether it's the VA, the Dubsados or Honeybooks, or all the extras that people are marketing to you. But the best time to get those services is when you actually need them. So in this video, we're going to dive into the software that we actually use to run our multi-six-figure business and how to know when it's time to sign up for that software. And if you stay to the end, we're going to give you a couple tips and tricks on how you can use software a little bit longer than that initial free trial period to see if you actually like it and will use it. But if you're new here, my name is Cheryl, my business partner Katrina, and I own Empowered to Profit, where we help small business owners just like you put more of your revenue into your personal account, because if this business isn't paying you, it just doesn't make sense. The first software we could never live without, and is one that I would get straight from the beginning, is Google. We use Google for email, Google Drive to organize all of our documents, to organize our files. Google manages our calendar. I love Google. And truthfully, I like it a lot more than Microsoft. In fact, I was a Microsoft girl and I never thought I would switch to Google. But here I am. We could not run our business without Google. We jump in as soon as we hire someone, we give them a Google email, we pay for them to have all of our Google access. We don't do like the free version. Truthfully, a lot of businesses do, and you absolutely could. Number 2, at this point in the game, as a multi-six-figure business with over 30 plus clients, we could not run our business if it wasn't for ClickUp. ClickUp is the organization behind Empowered to Profit. It's the organization behind our content. It's the organization behind Profitable Pursuits, which is our weekly show. P.S. If you're not subscribed, like you should be, because those are some really good interviews. ClickUp holds it all. It's like the checklist. And truth is, in the beginning, we didn't have it. There's a lot of free versions of ClickUp, so find which one works for you. Here's the tidbit. The thing with software, all that matters is that you actually use it. If you're not using it, it's a complete waste of spend. So try them out. Most of them have a free version. Think Asana, Trello, Monday, they're all the same idea. So find the one that will work for you. And the one that works for you is the one you are willing to use. We love ClickUp. At this point in the game, our business couldn't run without Zoom. Oftentimes I consider going to Google Meets, if I'm going to be honest, but we have used Zoom for so long that it's just like a part of our business and our clients are used to it right now. But the thing with Zoom is there's a monthly fee to it, and you can basically get the same results with Google Meets. So truly consider if you actually need Zoom or if there's a free option you could utilize. Now, since we do have a done for you and an education part of our business, we use Kajabi. Kajabi is where all of our weekly emails go out. Are you on that email list? If not, click down below. We'll send you a free audit guide and you can join our weekly email list. We promise not to spam you. One weekly email where we sum up everything everywhere. And that all goes through Kajabi. Kajabi is expensive, and if I could do it again, I would not have gotten Kajabi as early as I did in my business. One, it's time consuming. Two, there's so many like ins and outs, and while it's user friendly, it takes time to learn how to use the system. And did I mention it's expensive? So in the beginning of this business, we spent thousands of dollars on hiring help to get our landing pages up, fix our emails, sequences. And over time, we've learned more on how to handle the system ourselves so we don't have to outsource all of that. But that's just where we're at now. We use Kajabi. I like it, don't get me wrong, but I think you could get a similar outcome for less expense. So if expense is something you need to consider in your business right now, and perhaps you need to be a little bit more constrictive of where you spend your funds, look for alternatives to Kajabi. And if funding's not an issue, Kajabi is a great all-in-one platform. I have no shame in the game. Another platform that we use all of the time is Loom. Loom is a video recording. It allows you to record your computer screen so you can send off trainings. Here's the thing, a lot of people talk about making your SOPs in Loom. I don't agree with that because nobody wants to watch a 10-minute video on how to do something. Rather, they would see bullet points so they can move faster. Loom is a great like supplement to those documents, but we use it all the time. We review client profit plans in their P&Ls and balance sheets and all those financial terms. We use Loom for that. I think it's like 10 to 12 bucks a month. Totally worth spending if you have a need for it. Okay? Let's go back to the beginning and let's not be like Joe. Don't sign up for things that you're not going to use. They do have a free version. I think it allows up to like 5 minutes of recording. So if you can get away with the free version, get away with the free version. And then lastly, this is new to our tech stack. We use Keeper. We utilize it with our clients. It's how we can send like questions back and forth, send them reports. It's really streamlined. Our accounting and bookkeeping team love it. So that is the software we use. We actually like white label it so it looks like it comes from us, but let's be honest, we are not in the software game. Let's talk about a couple bonus tips on when you should sign up for software and how you can get away with using that free program a little bit longer to make sure it meets your needs. And I'll give you an example of how we do this. We have started cutting up our profitable pursuit episodes so we could get a quick reel. Let's be honest, we're not a social media team here. We're a team of accountants and bookkeepers and financial people, but we're trying this whole content game. So we have to be on reels. And we found a AI assisted, I'll put the name up, I don't know the name of it, where it will take your full video and chop it into reels. Is it perfect? No. Is it awesome? Yes. Does it save a ton of time? For sure. So we've been testing that out. We've tried a couple others that haven't worked, and I'm giving this one, I think like 3 or 4 tests before I purchase it. And the reason why is I want to ensure we're going to use it. I have spent thousands on software that we thought we would use, thought we needed, and we never used. I don't want to do that anymore. So use those free trials. Typically they'll require an email. Most of them nowadays don't even require a credit card. So use the free trials. And if you're still not sure if it's like a long-term thing for you and you like run out of your free trial time, give them another email. It's okay. No one will tell on you. That's kind of what we're doing with our reel editing AI software. I'll be honest, I really like it. The thing to think about when you are signing up for software is, do you have a need for it today? Will it make your life easier today? If the answer is no, but it's very interesting and maybe down the road I would like to use it, I have a couple of those. Put it on a wish list. And when you can use it in real time, that's when you should sign up for it. Maybe give yourself a little leeway because it takes some time to learn it, but that's what the free software is for, or the free trial is for. Stop signing up for things that you don't need for another 2, 3, 6 months. And I know it's hard because the marketing is so good, but you know what's more important? That you pay yourself. Every time you pay someone else, that's less money in your pocket. So with that, cheers to profit.